Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Nate and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're actually going to be installing my first part in a very long time to the Kia Forte. It is a ADDW1 Oil Catch Can. Now I'm going to be installing it onto the vehicle so it can actually help my car last a little bit longer. So if you don't know what oil catch can is, it is, as I said, it will help the engine last a little bit longer. It helps protect against like corrosion and stuff like that. It also helps protect any like unusual particles and corrosion and stuff like that from, you know, getting into the engine and, you know, actually like messing it up and stuff like that. And especially on an engine like this is the first generation Kia Forte, which if you don't know, the 2.0 to 2.4 liter engines tend to have a knock rod issue. This will actually help prolong that. So yeah, we're gonna get started right here. So I'm gonna take off this part right here, the engine cover. So yeah, this is the ADDW1 Oil Catch Can. This is a carbon catch can, which is fairly expensive, but I just wanted something a little bit more fancier for my car. So here it is, all nice and carbony. Does have that blue ring on it, very nice. Let's set that over here. It comes with the tube, which we will need to actually connect everything together, stuff like that. Let me pull that, put this out here on the ground here. So yeah, here is the tube. Now it does come with directions. This is a universal catch can, so essentially they actually do make oil catch cans for the Kia Forte, but not for my generation. It's for the most recent models, unfortunately. So this is just a universal catch can, which it's really not too hard to just install it anyway. But the difference between that, though, I have noticed, because it is a universal catch can, it does come with some weird and quite honestly funky directions, which honestly it is a catch can after all, so it really shouldn't be that hard to actually install. Comes with a ADDW1 sticker, really cool. Comes with the attachments to keep the hoses in place. Comes with more attachments to keep the hoses in place as well, just in case. And then this. So this black thing right here is the bracket that goes to the oil catch can. This will be mounted on top, as you can see right here. We'll have to unscrew one of these screws right here and actually mount it on here. So essentially what I'm thinking is I'm actually going to put this little black mount like somewhere right here. I did actually make this little like bracket thing out of like a couple of for like a drawer or something, and I was just going to add it right here, although I am thinking of just putting this black part on and just attaching it right there. One thing I am a little bit worried about, because it does have like 2 slots for the holes, and unfortunately I only have one right here, so I don't know if I might need an extra slot in the future, but hopefully one should be able to hold this little black bracket as well as the oil catch can stable and steady. So yeah, we're gonna put this over here, and then just some more like universal stuff. Again, I think I already pulled that out. And then these are the tubes that are going to be connected to the oil catch can, as well as some little tighteners here to actually clamp down the hose. The hose we're going to be taking off is going to be right here, and this we're actually going to repurpose and put onto the oil catch can. So actually let me put these hoses on here and actually get started before we run out of daylight. Alright, so believe it or not, it's actually another day. So I actually ran into some problems while actually trying to install this thing. First of all, the hose for the oil catch can was too big. I ordered a 15mm hose. It's supposed to be 9mm because it does not fit onto one where the hose is going to be, which is somewhere under here, this little thing right here. It doesn't connect or doesn't fit onto these little nozzles, which are the same size as the ones for the car. Now that is a little bit unfortunate, but I did actually go back and actually get a hose that actually fits the oil catch can tips. So that's one problem solved. Another problem, and that is the bracket. So remember the bracket I showed you a little bit earlier on in the video? Well, I switched it out, and I decided to go with the original bracket and just do some improvising. So I do kind of want to clear this up just a bit. So what I did was actually use like a long white line to actually put a screw behind that hole, because there's actually an opening behind those two holes. You can choose any hole you want. I'd recommend choosing the first one, but I actually put like a little white wire, very sturdy wire, and put a screw on it and actually held that under while screwing in some other screws behind it. It's very hard to do, but take some patience, and you'll get through it. But yeah, that's how I did it. Personally though, I do think you should try to invest in like a bracket or something. I don't know, maybe you might be able to do something better. But yeah, that's what I did. I won't exactly tell you how I got this to stick, but I will admit it is sturdy, so it's not going anywhere, so that's a good thing. And yeah, that's about it really. So I guess I can continue putting this on. So the next thing I need to do is I need to get this hose to actually connect from here to here, and then this is going to go from here to here. Alright, so I got the engine cover off. So what you can do is you can take like a little tool, sort of like this, and just squeeze this together, and the hose should be able to come off. So I'm going to do that right now. Actually, I might be able to do it one hand. Ooh. I can. Okay. And it's sort of coming off. Ooh. Yeah, it's completely coming off. Good. Do it. I think one more should do the trick, and then it should come right off. Yep, there we go. And I'm gonna squeeze this around here, and there we go. I think I'm gonna put this under here. All right, so everything seems to fit. So this side of the oil catch can is the inlet. This comes straight from the engine. The stuff in the engine, or the oil and gook that comes from the engine, will be coming from this tube all the way out into here, into the inlet, and then all the nice clean fresh stuff will go from here all the way into the connecting tube that connects to the engine down here. Now, the only thing I need to do now is get some fasteners to fasten these things in. Now, unfortunately, or really fortunately, I happen to have this, little fancy thing that would clamped on here to kind of keep things secure. But unfortunately, for some strange reason, I don't know why, my hex tool, or none of the hex tools that I have, will fit this hex screw or whatever. It will not fit. I don't understand why. So for right now though, I do have some alternatives, basically the same thing as the clip right here, but they will be screwdrivers. Now unfortunately, that does mean I am going to take these things off, which was a real struggle getting them on. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But so far so good. Everything is kind of clean. I like it. Now the only thing I do have a little bit of worry about is this hose being so close to the pulleys. I do have some zip ties, so I'm gonna zip tie them together, kind of keep things a little bit clean, and keep things from rubbing onto here. Hopefully I don't think they should rub or anything if I get some zip ties and zip tie them together, and maybe zip tie them to this hose right here. Keep things sturdy, because again, I don't want this to rub, because if this starts rubbing, this will cause a hole and things will start leaking, and that will be a really big problem. So yeah, let me get these little screws onto there, and really we should be done. Alright, so it's been a couple of days since I installed the oil catch can. As you can see, I actually did get the little blue thing on here so it can actually keep it properly on. I actually found a tool. I've never heard of this tool before, and I don't even know what it's called, but it's similar to the hex tool, but it has a soft or a little bit of a round top to it. It goes right in and just, you know, unscrews these screws right here. That's what I use to untighten this and put this clamp on here. So everything's all nice and secure. But like I said, it has been a couple of days. So let's see if this thing is actually catching anything. So far, it hasn't thrown any, the car has not thrown any engine emergency lights or anything like that. So, so far, I mean, I guess engine and computer wise, nothing is wrong. So I'm assuming it's working the way it is intended. But let's pop it open and see if there's anything in there. All right, so took it off, and you can't really see much, but I could definitely smell the engine oil, so it's definitely working. There's a little bit in here, not enough to actually wet the dipstick, which it does have a dipstick. I actually kind of forgot about that. I didn't need to really take this off, but as little as there is in here, I probably would have. So it is working as intended, thankfully. But yeah, that's about it. And this is only a week. So yeah, I guess, you know, I'll see how it is maybe a week or maybe like a month or two later, since only a week has gone by and this is all that's in there. But yeah, it's working perfectly. Got a nice little setup. Did a little bit of some crazy wiring here, but yeah, the kind of keep it a little bit steady. You know, it's the best I can do for right now. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like it in this setup right here. I know I said I wanted to get a bracket so I can get down there where those two holes are, but this setup's not too bad, as long as it's not touching this, which so far it has been a week, and it seems to be holding properly. I think we should be good. Honestly, I really do think we should be good. So yeah, that's we're doing good. But yeah, this is me installing the ADDW1 Oil Catch Can to my 2011 Kia Forte 2.4 liter. Very interesting, nice little contraption. Helps keep the engine working well. But yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.